Yesterday's Headlines remembers a streetcar executive who lived in the fast lane. He also loved baseball. Both of those passions collided here in the Lehigh Valley.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Baseball historians remember Albert Johnson as the guy who tried to give players a fair shake. He didn't think the National League of the late 19th century had a lot of respect for its men in uniform.
Not treating them fairly, not paying them fairly.
So in 1890, he formed his own league, the Players' League. A noble idea, perhaps, but it lasted only one season. Luckily, Johnson had other skills to fall back on.
He was a very good salesman.
Albert Johnson was born in 1860, one of three brothers raised on a plantation in Kentucky. Later, his older brother Tom took an interest in the streetcar business.
And streetcar lines in the 1870s and 80s were just beginning to emerge as something. The electrical trolley was just coming in.
Albert wanted in, too. He had a few successful ventures under his belt before he arrived in the Lehigh Valley in 1893. There already was a streetcar line between Allentown and Bethlehem, but Johnson
sees this and he says, well, okay, there's potential here.
Wanted to go bigger. He bought out the existing investors and formed his own company, the Lehigh Valley Traction Company.
He wants to make the Lehigh Valley the center of an axis, a nexus of streetcar lines between Philadelphia and New York.
Even so, Johnson did not forget about baseball. He bought the Rittersville Hotel and put in a ball field. Fading star Mike King Kelly was brought in to manage and play on the Allentown Baseball Club. But that was another short-lived venture. Johnson did fare better with another purchase in 1895. He took over the popular Central Park between Allentown and Bethlehem. But unfortunately, Johnson was running out of time. In 1901, he died of a heart attack at just 40 years old. General Harry Trexler and Colonel Edward Young took over the streetcar business.
And the two of them reorganized it as a Lehigh Valley Transit Company.
Although Johnson was not alive to see it, the streetcar line eventually did expand to the big city in 1912 with the launch of the Liberty Bell line between Allentown and Philadelphia.